Hello guys, welcome back to MoBileMathS with Gamchrai. We are looking at Matrices 4 today. Okay, so we are introducing new matrices. We are looking at null matrix. So a null matrix is made up of zeros like that. So whenever we multiply any other 2 by 2 matrix with a null matrix, we should get a null matrix as a result. And we also have what we call identity matrix. Identity matrix is made up of 1, 0, 0, 1. If we multiply any other 2 by 2 matrix with a identity matrix, we get a result of an identity matrix. Now, before we go any further, let's look at how we find an inverse of a matrix. Okay, so for an inverse of a matrix like this one, A, B, C, D, what we do for us to find the inverse, we do this. First of all, we interchange A and D. We interchange A and D. So if I interchange A and D, this is what I will get. I will get D, B, C, A. This is the first stage, D, B, C, and A. The second stage, we multiply C and D. So let me write that. Multiply C and D, C and B with -1. Okay, so that was the first stage. This is the second one. So if we multiply by -1, what we will get at the end of the day is minus B minus C. Okay, now with that being done, the third stage that we do, what we do, you find the determinant. We find the determinant where we do A times D minus B times C. That's how we find the determinant. So what we do is like we multiply, we cross multiply like that. That's how we find those values there. Okay, so let's do that. So if we do that, hypothetically we can end up saying the inverse of such a matrix, the inverse of ABCD matrix, is equal to 1 over AD minus BC multiplied by D minus B minus C and A, like that. So this is the inverse of a matrix ABCD that we did. Let's have an example, a more realistic example. Okay, this is the example that we have. Okay, so for this one, we said we interchange. So the first thing we do, interchanging, we'll have 1, 2, 2, 2 here, and 3. Okay, like that. I've done the first part. The second part, we said we multiply by minus 1 on 2 and 2 there. So let's do that. If I multiply, I'll have 1 minus 2 and 3. I've done that. Let's go to the third part. We said we'll get the third part, we will get AD minus BC, like that. Let's find AD minus BC. Okay, so this is our matrix. Let's find. So if we do that, let me not, okay, fine. So our A is 3. So it's still corresponding to what we had done. We had A, B, C, D. So they still remain the same like that. So let's use them, and we'll get in this case 3 times 1 minus 2 times 2. Okay, like that. So at the end of the day, our determinant becomes 3 minus 4, and we'll get a -1. So our determinant is -1. So overall, we can write that 3, 2, 2, 1. Its inverse is 1 over minus 1 by 1 minus 2 minus 2, 3, like that. Okay, so that's the inverse of our matrix. Otherwise, thank you guys. Let's meet next in where we use simultaneous equations.